Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for Path of Exile 2, going over my day 5 update. So we are now level 79, and we have made it all the way to completing tier 7 maps. So in normal PoE terms, that would be about what would that be about? It'd be yellow maps, right? So just getting into yellow maps, technically. If we go ahead and look at the tree, really the only thing that's changed is we put 30% more evasion. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to get this node, come over here, grab acrobatics, and take out these points. And then I'm going to start working my way down here. That way I can get careful consideration where I have the 100% increased evasion rating if you haven't been hit recently. And we're just going to go fully into dodge, which means that I'm going to have to recraft like all of my gear because right now it's that hybrid armor evasion. So I'm going to have to start picking up purely evasion bases. Speaking of gear, majority of it is the same. These gloves are new, I do believe, and they're pretty good because they have life, res, and rarity. And rarity is like quantity and rarity, like I explained in the last video. This belt is the same belt I do believe I had in the last video. I don't remember. Um, I believe the boots are the same. I know the chest plate is the same. This ring is what I was showcasing in the last video. This bow I also showed. The helmet I showed and the quiver I showed. So it is just the amulet that I made earlier today, which is pretty fucking disgusting, right? 20% evasion, and then it has 11 all res, 28 cold res, and 27 lightning res with the 88 life. Like that's just a good like base mid game amulet. I mean, look at that. That's only level 42. You're going to be able to put that in on during the axe, and that's just going to carry you so hard. So we have that. And then we have this ring. We finally replaced it, and it has chaos damage, life, and junky mods, right? I didn't craft this. I just ended up buying it. Apart from that, something that I did not show. Let's show my map device. No, how do I even get? Is it over here? Yeah, Atlas skills. Something that I did not show previously was my Atlas tree. So right now, this is what we're looking like. What we did is we came up here with our first couple points. We grabbed Teeming Horde. That way there's more mobs in our maps. And then we came up here to grab local knowledge. Essentially, it's just giving more items, right? That's pretty much what it's doing. And then we come down here for more pack size. We grab rare mobs, we grab rare mobs, we grab duplicated rare mob, which this is really cool because it actually duplicates a mob fully. And with the loot rework that GGG put out yesterday, if it's like a 5 mod rare mob, then they just explode into so much loot because there's him and his duplicate. It's just so good, right? And then we have more pack size and we have shrines, since shrines are insanely strong. The next thing that I'm going to do is grab these points right here. So it's going to be these three. And then I guess this as well, right? So these four will be my next two. And then I'm probably going to come down, I don't know, over here. Yeah, I'll go this way and I'll grab these. That way I can get to Deadly Evolution and get the rare mobs with the additional modifiers because once again, modifiers equal loot. We have a 6 link main skill now, which essentially is 60x right now. So it's pretty expensive. but we have armor explosion and corrosion on our gas arrow, which kind of makes me need sunglasses to go mapping. I'll show you here real quick. We shall go to the Rust Bowl. Do we have a map? Let's throw in this random level 7 map, right? So, flash warning, this is kind of bright, but I think it's a clever use of the mechanics. So essentially, what we're doing is we're using gas arrow and we're having gas arrow with corrosion to break the armor. The armor is then shattering in an explosion of fire damage. So it's just additional damage, right? It's exploding for 100% of the physical damage, which I'm assuming, since I'm not the one exploding it, that it's going off of their armor break value. Because usually when I kill the mobs, right, they usually take out the things that are around them. Oh god, the lag. But you see it, you see the little fire explosions. That's essentially what the armor break is doing. So we have the poison, and then we just have little AoE explosions for better clear. But it kind of showcases why I was saying that, like, it makes me want to wear glasses. Up next, we're gonna save up to get a 5 link on our toxic growth, and we're going to be putting in one of the skills that give it like extra damage for consumes the broken armor and does extra damage, because we also got quality on our gems, and we have true shrines. We have quality on our gems, so now our toxic growth fires 11 arrows. So that's pretty dope. Next things that we're going to be doing is anointing our amulet. We're waiting for one of the distilled fairs to come onto the market so that we can actually get the anoint we want. And then we are pretty good. Like if I go ahead and open up my tree real quick, we're going to be anointing this. We're going to be anointing Lingering Horror, right? Skill effect duration and chaos damage. And then I've showed you guys some mapping as well. I'm going to end the video here. I believe I went over everything that I wanted to, right? I went over my gear. I guess the other thing I could do is show my currency tab. Even with all my gear, we still have a decent amount of currency, and you should too now, because GGG made a really good update, increasing the drop rate of exalted orbs by a lot. So you should have a lot of them to actually use on your gear. They reworked GCPs as well, where now they give 5% quality as opposed to the 1%. So you really want to use your GCPs because some of the upgrades are pretty big, right? This point 0.4 to the meters is in, but if we look at something like toxic growth, I get 3 additional projectiles, right? I fire 11 arrows instead of 8. That is a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.